What's up guys, welcome to the video. Right now we are heading out to go do some cardio in the fasted state. It is 9:45 right now and I am fasted, and I just took some yohimbine. And if you guys aren't familiar with what yohimbine is, yohimbine actually helps increase blood flow to those areas that are pretty much don't really get too much blood flow in. So therefore, talking about lower back, glute area, as well as lower ab fat. So those are like the parts on my body that tend to be a little bit stubborn and hold on to more body fat. So when you take yohimbine, it helps increase blood flow to these areas. So, and also it only works in a fasted state in terms of trying to mobilize fat. So as well as with the yohimbine, I take 3 capsules of NR and 3 capsules of M6, both by High Performance Nutrition. You guys have heard me talk about those before. And again guys, supplements, you do not need them. If you have the extra cash, they can help. And when it comes down to getting lean, this is where they do really help. You know, with the M6 will help with appetite suppressant, and as well as like the yohimbine will help with increased blood flow. And again, you guys can save 10% with coupon code SAVE10 for all of HPN's products. So we're heading there now, and the type of cardio that I'm gonna do, yesterday I did some light walking on an incline at like 3 miles per hour. And the thing is, with when taking yohimbine, it actually kind of gets your heart rate up. It actually gets your heart rate going pretty good. So if you were gonna try to do like the bike or elliptical at a higher intensity, I feel like your heart rate would be too high and too elevated, and you kind of have to take a break to catch your breath. So be careful when you take yohimbine. You know, start at a small dose. It's recommended to take like 0.2 milligrams per kg. So for me, I'm roughly 90 kgs. So that ends up being about 14 milligrams. But I'm only taking 10 milligrams because, like I've said in the past, I don't do well with a lot of stimulants, and yohimbine is a form of a stimulant. So I might just do some walking on the incline again, or maybe I'll just ride the bike at a moderate pace, you know, kind of speeding it up a bit here and there, and then just kind of pedaling for recovery time, let my heart rate come back down. So we're gonna head to Workout World right now. I'm probably just gonna watch some YouTube, you know, put my headphones on, maybe listen to a podcast. This helps me get through my cardio sessions because, you know, cardio is not really always fun. It's always like a little kind of boring. But yeah, we are en route, and yeah, so let's get this going. Alright guys, so cardio session went well. So what I did was 30 minutes on the bike at an intensity level of 10. So nothing crazy, nothing like super strenuous, you know, nothing too taxing on the body. Kind of just got me going. It actually feel pretty good right now. You know, it kind of like woke me up, and I'm probably gonna start doing that more frequently. You know what I mean? I don't want to pull back from calories anymore. So what I'm gonna be doing is just basically increasing increasing cardio. So what that's gonna do is basically just shift the energy balance. So it's gonna put me further into a deficit, and that'll continue the fat loss. So I wanted to touch on, oh, by the way, yeah, I did shave my beard just because I have a modeling shoot that's coming up tomorrow. And by the way, the modeling stuff has been going awesome. I actually just did film with Amy Schumer with her new movie called I Feel Pretty. So I was on set with her, we did a bunch of scenes and stuff. It was really, really cool, really fun. So yeah, I had to shave my beard for the next 2 shoots that I have coming up. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should I keep it short for a while? Should I grow it back out? But yeah, anyways, back to the subject. So I wanted to touch on something that happened last Sunday, and I wanted to share this with you guys because, you know what, I'm only human, you know, nobody is perfect. So Sunday, it was a little get-together for one of my friends. They had a 6-year sobriety party. So they had a bunch of people over, a bunch of food, and it was nice to see everybody. And you know, I am currently dieting, as you all know. I am doing my Back to Shredded series. And so there was lots and lots of food, and I knew I was gonna eat pretty well, so I kind of created a calorie buffer for that day. And what I did was I trained earlier, so I just ate a little bit less food earlier in the day. And then just basically, you know, I'm doing intermittent fasting. So I had one meal earlier, and then I had like an apple before I went to the little party. So I went there, and there was tons of food, tons of, you know, dishes of, there was like a beef dish, chicken broccoli ziti, meatballs, pasta, pizza, which I didn't eat any pizza, and then there was like cupcakes, brownies, and cookies. So I was like, all right, you know, I'm gonna eat pretty good. So I had my first plate of food, which was pretty decently balanced. You know, I had a good amount of protein and had some carbohydrates. And so I ate that meal, and I was just like, man, I'm still really hungry. So I was like, all right, you know, I'll have another plate. So put another whole plate together, pretty much like the same one as my first one, and smashed all that down. And I was still hungry, and I still wanted to eat more. And I had a third round. So I had a third round, basically the same thing. And so I just ate so many calories. You know, I probably ate, I'd say close to 1,800 calories, maybe 2,000 calories. And then I went over to the desserts. They had these strawberry cupcakes, and they had these brownies that were just so fudgy. And then they had these oatmeal raisin cookies. So I had one plate of the dessert. So I put a cupcake, I had 2 brownies, and then 2 cookies. And I was like, okay, all right, this is gonna be it. You know, I've already consumed a lot of food. I'm gonna treat myself, I'm gonna enjoy myself. So I ate that whole round of cupcakes, brownies, and cookies. And then I was like, man, I still wanna keep eating because the food was so good. So what I did was I went and did another round, ate all of that, and then I did another round. So I did basically 3 plates of food and then 3 plates of dessert, which was basically a binge. So I binged. And you know, it's completely normal, it happens. People do this all the time when they're dieting and they're restricted for so long. And it's not that I'm super restricted or that, you know, I'm restricted to certain foods. You know, you guys see what I eat. I eat a pretty well balanced diet. I follow the principles of flexible dieting. You know, if I want something, I will fit it into my macros and have it. But that day, it just really hit me, and I binged, you know what I mean? And it's completely normal, and it happens. And one of my clients actually kind of had the same thing happen to her. Like, I just started working with this girl, and she's 2 weeks into her diet, and obviously doing the principles of flexible dieting. And I have a full structured meal plan that I designed for her, and she's learning the process of tracking macros. And obviously, guys, the meal plan there is just a structured baseline for you to follow, so you can hit your numbers. And then as you develop the skill of tracking macros, I just basically assign you a set of macros to hit for the day, and hit your macro targets, 5 to 10 grams within carbs of protein, or within 2 to 5 grams of fat. So basically it has a little buffer there. If you go over by 5 grams of carbs one day, or over by 10 grams of protein, or over by 2 to 5 grams of fat, you know what, don't beat yourself up about it. It's okay. The weekly balance is most important, but you want to keep those numbers as close as you can, so that way, you know what I mean, we have a good idea of how much you're consuming weekly. And then again, going back to my client, she had a slice of cake at a birthday party, and she felt like she let me down. Like, she sent me an email. She's like, oh, like, you know, I had a piece of cake, you know what I mean, I'm really sorry. And she was just kind of like real down on herself. And you know, I responded to her. I was like, listen, you know, I'm so happy that you were completely honest with me and didn't lie about it. And I told her, do not beat yourself up about this. You know, you are only human and it happens. It's natural and it's normal for you to get cravings, you know, but this is why you have to be honest and you have to be, you know what I mean, honest with yourself. So what I told her, I was like, that's completely fine. I'm so happy that you're honest with me, but please do not beat yourself up about it. You know, you're only human and it happens. You know what? Accept it, move on, and let's continue. After she responded to my email, she was like, oh wow, like thank you so much. I thought you were gonna be so mad at me and like yell at me. And you know what, like I'm not here to yell at you. I'm here to be your coach. I'm here to guide you. And you know what, like this is somebody that has not been familiarized with dieting like I have. You know what I mean? I have experience. I know how to fix, you know what I mean, the binges, or how to basically get back on track. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, they'll binge and then they will just say, oh screw it, there goes my diet, and then totally just go off the deep end and just not even follow their diet anymore. So it's important to not beat yourself up when you binge. You know what I mean? This is something I really wanted to share with you guys because this happens often. You know, like people will go on a diet and then they'll binge and then they'll just be like, oh screw it, I can't diet. So going back to my binge on Sunday, so I was down to like 197 and I binged pretty hard. And so the following day I woke up at 205 pounds and I was just like, oh man, you know what I mean? Damn it, you know? But I was like, you know what? It's not something I haven't done before. You know, when I've had like these cheat days, you know, obviously I wasn't in a dieting phase when I do the cheat days or the calorie challenges or the food challenges or whatever. You know what? I was like, you know what? It's just water. It's more glycogen. My weight is gonna come down slowly throughout the week. And so Monday morning I woke up at 205. Tuesday morning I woke up at 202. And then this morning I woke up at 200.8 pounds. So the weight is gonna be coming down, and you know, I'm not gonna do anything drastic with slashing my calories down to nothing and really increasing cardio. Yeah, basically keeping my macros the same. And like I talked about, I'm not going to be pulling away from calories, so I'm just going to be adding more cardio into my protocol to create the calorie buffer and to continue the fat loss. So yeah guys, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was important. You know, it happens, you know what I mean? If you guys binge, please do not just throw away your whole diet and give up. You know, all you have to do is accept it. You know, that's the thing. You have to accept it and move on and get back on the grind. Stay consistent, stay focused, and you know what I mean, you'll have great results. You know, binges happen. You know, I'm gonna say it again, binges happen. And this is why structured refeeds become important, you know what I mean? Because they kind of give you a mental break, and basically you're restoring leptin and you're kind of looking forward to that day. You know, you have your, say, 6 low days throughout the week, and then you have your 1 high day that you look forward to, so you're really consistent, staying on the grind those 6 days of the week, and you're like, yes, I got to my refeed day, I can have more carbs. You know what I mean? You can typically fit in more foods that you're not normally used to eating on those lower days. So yeah, I feel like this video can help a lot of you guys, and if you have any questions, feel free, leave them in the comment box below. I'll be surely gladly to answer them for you guys, and be on the lookout for more content coming soon. As always guys, thank you. Peace.